Track Morgan's activities for the last 6 months. Find out who wants something badly enough to kidnap his baby and his girlfriend. What'd you find out about Marino? Damn it! Look, I want you to pursue what we discussed, okay? Also check on a guy by the name of Michael Corinthos Jr., Sonny. Right. He left Port Charles last September. He's probably somewhere in South America. Start with Puerto Rico. Get back to me.
It's not Sonny. He would never hurt Robin or a child.
Maybe if the stakes were high enough, he'd be willing to take them. And we've always assumed that Jason took over with Sonny's consent. Well, maybe he didn't. Maybe Jason's supposed to be paying for the privilege of running Sonny's empire and his bills past due. Look, there's no honor among thieves, Brenda. All these men care about is power, and they'll do whatever they have to each other or anyone else to get it.
No, it's this Marino guy. I just know it. I've heard his name a few times. Whenever Jason and Sonny were talking about him and I'd walk into the room, they'd either stop the conversation or they'd ask me to leave the room, which I did. See, Sonny always said his name in that same way, that weird, distant, detached way, which means he's dangerous.
Apparently Jason attacked Marino last night, fighting over the city of Albany or something.
He's gonna get her killed.
Look, the detectives are trying to make contact. I'm gonna offer this man so much money that he'll give back Robin and the baby, no question.
It's not about money.
I need to talk to Brenda.
Is she hurt?
No.
Where is she?
That's what you have to tell me.
What are you doing?
I want to hear what he has to say.
No, what are you doing? Does Moreno have Robin?
No, he does not.
He told you this.
He was not in a position to lie.
Well, what if he did lie and he's hurting her right now?
You don't understand how things work, Brenda. You never have. Marino didn't take Robin or Michael. Whoever did hasn't asked for the ransom.
See, the kidnapper's waiting until you're good and terrified. They want you so desperate that you'll give them anything. Any move you make will endanger Robin and Michael both.
Brenda, she's been off the protocol for 3 days already.
I talked to a doctor. It's not enough time to compromise
She
Robin's
could have
program.
built up a resistance to her protease inhibitor, and there aren't that many around. Now, look, Brenda, you know what it's like to be held hostage. Do you want Robin living through that any longer than she has to?
What do you want?
Okay, when did you go to Atlantic City?
I went at 3 in the afternoon, and she was supposed to hook up breakfast for us, so that means she had to talk to the omelet guy at the PC Grill. We were getting pastries from D'Ambrose and flowers from Hartley's.
Nothing ever arrived?
No.
Was Robin seeing anyone else?
She didn't say.
Are you sure?
Don't you think I would remember?
Wait, you said you were concentrating on something else, right?
Okay,
Now,
okay.
What exactly did she say?
Okay. She said she would run the errands for me. I offered to give her some money, and she said no. She said I don't want to be paid for things that I wanted to do in the first place, and then she said this is my day to make sure that everyone understands that.
Everyone? Who else has Robin done things
Well,
for?
I don't know. You know, make a list. The hospital, Ward House, Felicia, everybody.
Cassadine, the kid Nicholas, she was teaching him to speak, right?
Yes.
Was he grateful?
Yes, very. She went there every day.
That day?
Well, I don't know, because by then he was cured.
It's worth a try.
Jason, please call me if you hear anything. What if he doesn't find her?
I will.
What are you doing?
Liquidating capital. In case a kidnapper comes up with a ransom demand.
Thank you.
Robin's here because of me, Brenda. She was safe in Paris and I brought her home.
Because I needed her.
You know, if she hadn't come, I was going to have you readmitted to the hospital. It would have killed me.
I know. It's so weird, you know, because I call Robin my little sister. But I usually end up listening to her more because she's braver and wiser than I'll ever be.
You remember the day you introduced me to her? We rented that speedboat and went to the lake.
Yeah, so we could water ski.
Right, and we were both watching from the shore, and Robin took this really hard fall, and I mean, I didn't know her so well. She's so delicate. I was concerned, and you said, Jax, she isn't made of glass. And sure enough, she started laughing and waving to the boat driver to keep going. And Robin's one of the strongest people I've ever met. She'll hang on until we find her.
Maybe I should go back to the house in case someone tries to get in touch with me.
Well, I've got people watching your house, but you can if you want.
All I really want is to see Robin right this second. Thank you so much for helping me right now. And I'm really sorry if it feels like I'm leaning on you again, but I'm just too scared and too tired to care.
Well, you may not notice, but I'm leaning right back.